And that's it. That's the season. The Seattle Mariners 2023 season has been officially ended. Game 161, we did make it to game 161. By the way, we were alive in game 162 in 2021. So we've gotten we are a worse team this year and wins as well. We're going to win 3 fewer games this year than we did in 2021. So this is officially our worst season since 2020. The Mariners had every chance in the world. They had the best month in franchise history in August. They led the division in September. First time we've led the division in September since 2002. And still, somehow, the Mariners managed to do the most Mariners thing ever. They missed the playoffs. I just want to say it's very disappointing. It is extraordinarily disappointed. I am frustrated with the front office. I'm frustrated with the management. I'm frustrated with Jerry Dipoto. I'm frustrated with our all-star players, Julio Rodriguez and Luis Castillo, who both completely sold in the past 9 games. Both of them just completely disappeared. I'm frustrated that the Mariners didn't feel the need to spend money. They chose to be cheap. They chose to ignore the fans. They chose to act like they knew what they were doing, but they didn't. And there will be a lot more discussion between Drew and I as this goes on. But I just want to say, from a fan perspective, it has been a joy to cover these Mariners this year. It has been a joy to follow them and to provide you guys with my analysis and with my updates and with my post-game shows and my reactions. I just wish that the team was as serious about them winning as the players on the field and as the fans. Because the fans want the team to win. The players on the field obviously want the team to win. Except maybe not Jared Kelenic, who appears to have completely lost control over any of his emotions. The front office, however, does not seem like they want the team to win. They are so incredibly cheap. They don't understand how to build a winning baseball team. Jerry Dipoto should be on the hot seat. You take a team that should be a World Series contending team and you miss the playoffs and you have your worst season in 3 years. That's when your GM and manager should both be on the hot seat. So I hope that they are. I hope there is things that happen this offseason to address that. And I hope that we actually make a concerted effort to win next year. Because the fans deserve it and the players who we have deserve it. I'm not going to go much of a recap of the game. The Rangers winning 6-1. It was pretty much all Rangers. Mariners went down without a fight. The fans in the stadium, I was not impressed with the fans in the stadium. They were leaving by the 5th inning. Like, support your team, man. That's a disgrace. Honestly, that is a disgrace. Fans should support their team, win or lose, till the final out. And the final out has now happened. The Diamondbacks just lost, so the Mariners cannot make the playoffs. But the fans in the 5th inning? In the 5th inning, the Astros were tied, and the Mariners were down by 5 with 4 innings to go. So I think that's pretty annoying that the fans would treat the players like that. Also, it is justifiable to boo players, but the majority of your frustration should not be aimed at your own team. The Mariners should have been, if the Mariners fans wanted to let out their anger, they should have been booing the Rangers off the field, not their own team. They booed Luis Castillo off the field. I understand that. But then they booed Matt Brash after he walked one guy. Like, come on. Let's be a little more reasonable. But ultimately, that's the game. Julio chokes again. He is the biggest choker in the game of baseball. And there's a lot of problems with this Mariners team right now. There's a lot of empty holes. We wind up 7th place in 2021. 7th. So 2020 we were 10th. 2021 7th. 2022 5th. Technically 4th if you count the playoffs. And then 2023 we end up 7th again. So we have gotten worse. We have won the fewest games in 3 years. Worst winning percentage in 3 years. And we are not going to be alive in game 162 for the first time since 2020. And that's it. That's the show. Go Hawks.